Hello and welcome to another video. We've got Jay over here cleaning up. There's been tons of drywall dust in here, so I didn't want to film. I don't think it's gonna get much better, so I don't want to mess up my camera, but I wanted to kind of show you what we've gotten done. We've been at work constantly for 7 days with me, Jay, and my brother over here working 8 to 10 hour days. So we are very slow, but we are getting it done. This main area, this is the main living area, and it doesn't have any drywall except one little strip to go in the master area. But I did decide to insulate these interior walls of the master, my office area, which is what I'm doing now. And also when we come over here, this is Jay's office wall. So I'm gonna go ahead and insulate those, so that way whatever we're doing in the family room doesn't, you know, go into those areas. If I'm filming a voiceover or something in there, or if somebody's asleep, we just don't want all the noise from the living room to travel. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Yesterday I put up the insulation here while they were working in here, and then they moved out here. Today they're gonna start with this wall. But in the master area, they've been putting up big sheets and then leaving this strip for me because I can reach it and it's smaller. But the master bedroom got done. Like I said, we're not professional drywallers, so you can see we've got some larger cracks to fill. And as we move along, I'll kind of show you how I'm filling those, what I've learned from other YouTubers and things who do this for a living, like how I've learned to do it. So we'll see if it actually works. And then we've got the master bath, which of course the vanity and the toilet will go there. We'll have a big long bookshelf. But yeah, the bathroom is nearly done. We're gonna get some green board and wrap this area because it's all gonna be wet. It'll be a complete wet room. And then the closet area, I still have to come do the lap, but yesterday I was in the way if I was gonna come do all this because they were in the hallway. So I still have to do the lap today, all in here. I did get one piece up yesterday, woohoo! So I'm just gonna do the lap here and in the hallway, but my office is also done. It's ready for pre-fill on the big gaps. And we had one kind of break. We also haven't done the small closets yet because I think that's something that Jay and I can get on our own, and we want to use Matt for the bigger stuff while he's here. They're just planning the day over there. But today is this big room. We're gonna see how much we can get done. And then as you go down the hallway, which we would like to get some of this hallway done too, but the pantry is done. And this office we've turned into our scrap room, so we've been pulling scraps from here. But I have already pre-filled the office. So I just kind of pre-filled anywhere that there was more than an eighth of an inch gap with some quick set. Audrey's room here, that's the quick set that I was using to pre-fill. I have pre-filled this room also. She wanted to do some work, so she filled in some nail holes with just the regular joint compound. I'm using a pre-mix because that's the easiest for me. And I do have like a little bit of taping done in here, but not much because I had to cut away and start doing the cutouts in the other rooms. We did have kind of an issue in this room, which this kind of juts out. It's because the stud behind it is a little bit warped. When they put in the spray foam, it pushed that stud forward. So what I'm gonna have to do now, I did pre-fill it a little bit, and now I'm gonna have to put my, I'll put my tape over this and then pre-fill it and kind of flush it out, so maybe you won't see it. Maybe you won't see it, that's my goal. That is Audrey's room, and then Ollie's room is the furthest along, which we've got his taped. All the walls are taped. I have not taped the ceilings, but they are pre-filled and ready. So we've just got the ceilings to tape. We had a big gap there that I had to fill, and then I pre-filled it. But I've got to tape the ceilings and then the corners and then around the ceiling. So once that's taped, then we'll start floating it out. But it's really smooth, it's nice and smooth. I think it's gonna be fine. It's not as pretty as a professional job, but I think it'll work just fine. And us doing it ourselves saved about $10,000 that we don't have. So sometimes you just gotta do things yourself. They're cleaning up so they can get the drywall lift in here and do as much as possible on the ceiling.
Lost as I should. Barely see the sky now. We're safe under the trees. You tell me about your secrets, and I'm falling madly. You'll catch me right. I'll be alright.
I would much rather be using Rockwool, but when we went to Lowe's, all they had was this nasty pink fiberglass stuff, so that's what I have to use. It was just an afterthought. We were like, hey, maybe we should insulate those rooms so they're quieter. Oh my gosh, the price of insulation is insane. It was like $92 per pack, and we got 2 of them to insulate those 3 walls. So everything has definitely gone up. It's been, you've got to, this hair bothers me. I know it probably doesn't bother you guys, but, or if it does, I understand. These are all my baby hairs because I went through postpartum and then I had COVID at the same time. So I got extra hair duty. Anyway, lots of hair fell out and now it's trying to grow back. So I should just be thankful that it's grown back, but it gives me a weird hairline and I don't know what to do with it. I can't fix it and leave it down, especially when we're out here doing this. So when it's up, this is what she looks like. But anyway, it's been several days. It was really hard to film out here when we were going so hard and fast. It was me, my brother, and Jay out here for 9 days straight, like sun up to sundown. My mom luckily was here to watch the babies, so I just went in and prepped lunch, and I went in and prepped dinner, and that's all I had to do as far as the house goes. Feed the baby, of course, but it really wasn't too much work, so thankful she was able to come help us. But we have lots of drywall on. We have lots of spaces that are still undone, but lots of drywall is on so far, and it looks so much different. You can see that this lap area they kind of left because anybody can do that on their own. It's like a one-person job. So I wanted them to get all of the heavy sheets and definitely all the ceiling. We did leave this open, and yesterday Jay installed us a vent for our range hood right there yesterday, and he was checking for leaks. And did it leak?
No.
No leaks?
What if I have some ice cream?
Ooh, delicious. All he needs is a cone. Luckily there were no leaks there, and there was nothing on the floor either. He was feeling all around it. So it looks like that was a good install. That took us about half the day yesterday. Yeah. Why did it take us half a day?
Because we didn't do it before the spray foam. So we had to get up there and do a plumb bob where we wanted it, and then mark on the spray foam, and then cut a little test area, so make sure that we drill in between the ribbing of the roof metal.
It would have been a lot easier had we done it pre-spray foam, but it slipped our mind, as well as a lot of other things. The reason that this wall is not done is because we ran out of nails. We were doing blocking for the cabinetry. This is so when you hang up your cabinets, they have like a solid surface to hang on. So if you have like a 16-inch cabinet here, you would still be able to like screw it to two sides. But we have two more right there, and we ran out of nails. So we stopped, and we haven't covered this wall yet, but we'll get to it. But that's what we have in the kitchen left. We're doing this lap today and another area. Oh, yesterday, along with the vent hood, along with the vent yesterday, we also did the little middle lap for this whole hallway, and it looks so pretty. I love the way the hallway looks. It's so cute. You can see there that the bathroom, we haven't done any drywall in there, but all of the bedrooms are finished with drywall. Another area we're working on today is the master side of the house. The master bedroom is finished with drywall. Well, the drywall's not finished, but the drywall is hung, okay? And in the master bathroom, we've gotten a lot of the drywall hung. We're still missing some, of course. We were thinking about doing mold and mildew. This is where our tub shower area is going, so we just have some things to think about there. But in our master closet, this is one of the, hello. One of the areas we're working on today. Every time I come to this closet, I get really demotivated super fast. I don't know why. So we decided we were gonna start here and finish it. So we just have this little slice here, and then we need to put these in. And then over here by the door, we have like two pieces going here, and then a piece above the door, and then like little slivers. So it's not a whole lot. I don't know why. My gosh, that hair is like horrible. Look.
I know.
So that's all we're going to do today. If we feel motivated after that to do some more, we will start on the little closets, because none of the 3 tiny closets in the bedrooms have been finished. So the only areas after today, and we finish these 2, will be all the little closets and the 2 bathrooms. Now, I think what we're gonna do is finish out the kids' bathroom, make that complete, and then we could move in here with just the vanity and toilet in our bathroom and wait for that shower area to get it done later. If we need to do that, or if we want to do that, if we're like ready to move, which we are already ready to move. Also on the agenda today is moving all of these things out of here, and we're gonna remove the tub again so we can get the lift in here. The ceiling hasn't been done in here. It's done everywhere else except those little closets. Beep. But the ceiling, nothing's been done in this bathroom so far. Are you ready to get started? Let's do it anyway. little grater things on the feet, but it just smooths out your edges so your joints look a little bit better. They're a little tighter, because if you didn't, you'd have some really rocky edges. But Jay, this is a rasp, and Jay has named it Rasputin because we only have one and we don't have any replacement blades for it. So as you can see, there's some flat, as you could see if my, okay, there's some flat areas where we've really wore it down already, because we've done almost 2,000 square feet with one rasp blade. You're supposed to be able to replace these, so. But yeah, it's doing its work. They sent these to separate our sheets because we ordered 100 at a time, but we've been using these as little feet, so we have the drywall a little bit off the ground, so if we do have any leaks or a little bit of flooding, it won't seep up the drywall, right? Is that what it's for?
Well, yeah, one of the reasons. Well, that's that.
I still worry about this area, but we gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out, because that's what we do. I have a vision and I want something, so we have to figure out how to make it happen.
What?
And that's that bathtub over there. Here's our shower in front of it. And we just gotta figure out like where to put our shower. We're gonna have to angle it back, I think, a little bit to put our shower curb in here. And then maybe we'll get a piece of glass or something for here for splashback. I wanted it to be open, but I just think that the shower is too close for it to be open and not splash on this. Ew.
Every time I come out here, rip it open again, it
Poor
can't
little
heal.
thing, poor little thing.
hurts.
Now what do we got going on in here?
Well, it's like when I reach down and I grab a screw, it's like right where it goes. That's why it's ripped in the first place. Them things are sharp.
Drywall screws.
Anyway, we gotta get a bunch of these little things made. Fit in here.
This was my idea.
Puzzle.
Our first option was to rip. The first option was to rip a board and fit in there. But they only go down here, see? So they're different sizes.
Well, you just said up.
They're different sizes as you go up, but I cut this out of a 2x4, and this is so we have something to screw onto
Yeah.
for our drywall, because we have to have something here in this corner. Because when the corners meet, they'll be weak here. And the contractor we talked to said, oh no, it'll be fine, because you won't touch that much, and that means we will probably touch it all the time.
Yeah.
Especially since like
He
the
just wanted
toilet's here.
Do the job and get out of here.
I think he was going to do it without any supports at all, and so, yeah. Luckily, we didn't pay $13,000 for that service, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just kind of fit in here, and then they will screw into the drywall. That's my
Well, there'll be braces. So you see how we got the seam? So there'll be one here to catch that seam, and then there'll be one halfway down
get a little closer.
just to catch. I think we were talking about doing 6 of these, didn't we?
We were
So we
talking
may
about
have
doing
2.
6 of them.
We have 2 in the middle of the board.
So there'll be one here, and that's just
One
so
at that
this
seam.
board, there'll be a board here and a board here, so they'll have somewhere to meet up and screw into. So that's what those are for. Because if they didn't, it would just be,
Yeah.
to me that would be
flex.
so weak right there, because this is like a pretty big space. It's not like a small space, so.
And it's a corner.
That was my idea, is to put these little, woo! But these are dangerous to make. Because I made these with a chop saw. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to make them a little bit better, because we need,
with the tools that we have.
yeah.
I don't want to go buy another.
We're not buying a table
$300
saw
tool for just that.
or a scroll saw or anything like that, because we won't need it anywhere else.
That's why we're not going to just finish this right here, because we got to stop and do these little support pieces, and that will probably be next weekend.
And right now we're doing bulk.
Yeah, we wanted to get this done because these little pieces that cut are just take up so much time.
Tedious.
We're not able to make much headway, and we don't feel like we're accomplishing much, and it's a weekend and we need to feel like we're accomplishing stuff, and so
It's a motivator
but that's
drainer.
done. So that's motivating. That's done.